This is a little feature, a little piece for all you mums and dads, in fact, all you granddads, grandparents, in fact, aunts, uncles. If you are listening and you have to care for or are a parent or grandparent to a little one, and by little, I'm talking toddler here, it can be quite tough to find things for them to do. They have to be creative, active as well, obviously, because we're aiming to tire them out. It's quite precious time with your preschool kids. So let me introduce you to Diddi Dance. Now, it's a dance workshop sweeping the country. It's designed for little ones from 18 months. Yeah, little, 18 months upwards. We've got a Diddi Dance workshop right here in Leicester. And it works not just across the city, but, it accesses people from the county. And their aim is to deliver fun-packed dance workshops for kids. Let's find out more. Nicola Rogers, the dance workshop leader, is here with me now. Nicola, it's so lovely to have you in here.
Thank you for having me.
A picture of health. I'm taking it dance is healthy for you.
It is. It definitely keeps me busy.
Why did you want to get involved in this?
Well, I was actually looking for an activity for my son a few years ago now, and came across Diddi Dance, but there wasn't anything in the area. They were everywhere else nationwide, but not in Leicestershire. And I thought, this would be great. I wanted something for my son to get involved with.
How old was he at the time?
He would have been 2.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of dance classes were for 4 upwards. So I kind of pursued it from then on. I got in touch with the founder of Diddi Dance, went for an open day and just carried on. And here we are 2 years on with my own business.
Fantastic.
And my eldest is now 5.
Talking business later. But yeah, hats off to anybody running a business in today's climate. Why dance? Why not toddler football or tumble tots or something like that?
I've always liked having a boogie. I think it's great for...
Mum led the way.
Yeah. I think it's great for the soul. It gets children moving. It gets them having fun. Music and dance, it just makes you feel good about yourself. So I think that's kind of where I went. I thought, I'm not the best singer, so let's stay away from the singing franchisees. Let's go dance. And
how did he take to it?
My son,
he
was
2 years.
He was okay.
Yeah.
But I think it was really difficult having mummy lead the class. So at times
he wanted
was
a
more
hug?
Yes, or he just wanted, yeah, exactly. So it was quite tricky, and it began to be, either I had to bring Nana along to look after him, or it was easier to put him into a preschool, because it was just not fair on the customers paying, not fair on me, and not fair on him. So it kind of worked.
Okay, so there was obviously a gap in the market for really early dance lessons.
Yeah.
What's the advantage of a toddler dancing, at that age? Tell me the benefits of it. Why would I want to take my child along to that?
Well, Diddi Dance is a fun and funky class. So, it's all about... The programme is sort of designed to build a little one's confidence. It's there to enhance their rhythm and their coordination. And there's also hidden elements within the class that kind of are there for their emotional and social skills. So just little things like queuing up, or we get them to take turns. So in adult life, we have to queue.
Social skills,
exactly. Saying please and thank you, pairing and waiting our turns and galloping together. So there's lots of things within the class that are there for them to learn and develop, but they don't know that they're learning and developing, because they're just having lots of fun. They're jumping around and wiggling and shaking, and it's great for them to be active. It's important for little ones to get active. Obesity rates are at their highest now in the under 4s, so we kind of provide exercise and an activity where they are having fun in the process.
And because they're so young, I suppose that, for some children are just out there and they'll just get involved. But I'm presuming that many will be
really
slightly
shy.
Hold back a little bit. So how do you get over that?
I always try and reassure parents when they come in, or grown-ups as we call them, because you don't just get parents, you get grandmas and granddads. So when they come in, and the little one is looking really reserved, I do say it's normal. It's absolutely normal for them to just want to watch. that's fine. As and when they feel at ease, they will join in. And if they haven't by the time we get the props out, they're normally like, I need a ribbon. Yes, we have props.
Tell me about the props.
Oh, we have different props. We have ribbons and hoops, but then we have a changing prop bag depending on our theme at the time, because we have different dance themes. So at the moment we're on disco, so our prop is maracas. But we have tap sticks. We have bells, pom-poms.
So what sort of music do you dance to? Because I'm presuming they're listening to some classics there.
It's all original Diddy dance music, funky pop songs.
Okay.
The founder, Anne-Marie, has designed. So it's all kind of like thanks to her. She's given us a great platform to run with. So
and just talking about the founder as well very quickly, did she get him or set up this company, start this off for exactly the same reason as you? Why did she do it?
She's a professional dancer, I think, of 20 years, although she doesn't look that old. And she basically, I think there was parents down in London saying, we need a dance activity for our little ones. Can you do something? And she said it just slowly went from there. And she just did a little activity, and then it's grown and grown and grown. And I think there's about up to 40 franchisees of Diddy Dance now. So
and it's all about dance now, isn't it? I mean, you look at what's going on the TV.
Precisely. You want to be that one dancing.
You've been running it for, is it 4 years?
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, actually about 2.5 years
right.
now.
So have you had any classes that have moved on to the next stage, or do you take them through? They've stuck with it?
It's so lovely. I've had there's been just recently in April, there was about 5 or 6 originals that came right from when I started, and some of them have now gone on to ballet and tap and gone on, and they're now in their little outfits and
costumes. I need to ask you, do they wear costumes on special dances, performances?
Well, we have, with our themes, we encourage them to bring in a prop to the lessons. So at the moment with disco, anything funky goes. I have a fantastic pair of star glasses which you can't see out of. So it's all, again, getting them to think about Diddy dance at home, not just in the lesson.
I should have asked you to record a bit of audio to hear the music.
I've got some on my phone.
Oh, now you tell me. Now you tell me. Do you know what? We'll see what we can do. Maybe I can play it later. But yeah, we need to get organised this end. Okay, tell me, where are you? Where are you based?
Okay, so classes at the moment, I had to write it down so I didn't miss anything out, is Beaumont Leys, Thurmaston, Oadby, Glenfield, Hinckley, Shepshed, Loughborough and Woodhouse. And we have classes pretty much every day, apart from Tuesdays. I'm looking to get...
How many people work with you then?
I have a good range of teachers. I've got 5 teachers on board and they're all brilliant. We all deliver the same format, but we have obviously our own person, so you just get a different person delivering it. But yeah, they're great and I couldn't do it without them. So okay,
so if you leave those details actually with Andrea, the lovely Andrea. Yes, she's looking stylish as per usual. If you're wondering, it's a hair up day. Then I'll post those on Twitter as well.
Fantastic.
So but you've got a website, obviously.
We do have a website and a Facebook page as well.
So the website is just Diddy Dance.
Yeah, if you go www.diddydance.com, and my Facebook page is Diddy Dance Leicestershire.
Okay, and we're not talking as in Sean Diddy. It's Diddy as in D-I-double-D-I. No Y in there.
No Y.
No Y. It's all about I.
It is. It's all the I's.
Okay, so lots of places, lots of options, and you offer a free trial, free starter.
Yeah, exactly. Free trial, and then obviously, so you get to feel what Diddy Dance is about before booking on for the half term.
And when I looked at the website just before we let you go, it was all about confidence. I heard that. I read that word a lot.
Because the class is repetitive, because of their age group, it basically builds their confidence. So, they'll come in week 1 not knowing what to expect. The next week they might remember something. And then few weeks on, they're like, I know this bit, I can do it. And so it instills confidence in them, you know, and it's amazing to see when you see a shy little child come through those doors, then move to the front of the class, busting some moves. It's great.
Busting some moves.
Busting some moves.
Fantastic. I suppose the teachers have to be quite supple and...
Exactly, you do. I do work up a sweat, I have to say.
And very quickly, because it's all about... I love to hear stories of women who are running families, their kids, and also businesses and bringing the money in. And you've just had a baby and you're running this business as well.
It's been challenging. It has, definitely. This last year, I've just had to kind of let things tick. Now Jake's almost 1. It's kind of like throw myself back in it a bit more and doing more classes and parties.
How long do the classes last?
They're 45 minutes.
It's about right, isn't it?
Yeah, 45 minutes.
Right.
Because, you know, you do find, especially at the younger end of the age group, that they may dip in and out, but that's all again about them learning and just engaging.
Okay, Nicola Rogers, thank you very much. Not quite dancing feet, but I've got some tiger feet here. Does that sound all right for you?
Fantastic.
It's how my husband dances. It's like he's wading through mud. But at least he tries.
It's all about expression.
Isn't it? Gets that sweat on, that dab on.